Hi guys, this is the third video in the Sherry Shipley painting project. So by now you should have your Sherry Shipley prep worksheet done and also turned in. So I need some time to print these pictures off, your finished one. So please make sure that you have that in on time. All right, so we're gonna move to my document camera now. By this time, I should be giving you the printout of your actual photo. As you can see, I tried to make this as big as possible on the page without cutting off the name because I have my name and the hour on here. Now, it is smaller than the paper you're going to be getting. So we're pretending that this is canvas board. You're going to be using canvas board in the classroom unless I run out, then you're going to use this thick paper. This is 9 by 12. The computer paper is 8.5 by 11. If you are a student that is using computer paper at your house, you can obviously just use the computer paper. If you're unable to print your image, that's fine. What you're going to do is you're actually just going to draw your image from looking at it on the computer onto a piece of paper. Yes, it is harder, but there isn't a whole lot of alternative if you're not at school and you don't have a printer. So we're doing the best that we can. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a contour line using a Sharpie around the most important parts of my animal that I would like to transfer to the actual project. So I'll take my Sharpie, and again, you're just kind of guessing where these areas start and end. So there's not always like this specific hard line unless you're drawing like a turtle or something like that. This is a little bit blurry, so I'm kind of having to guess where this starts and stops. So I'm taking a regular Sharpie. This is a fine point Sharpie, not an extra fine point Sharpie. And I'll tell you why in a minute, because we want this to slightly bleed through the paper. So not drastically, we're not trying to trash the tables here, but we want it to bleed through so that we're able to see it on the other side. And there's a reason for that. Okay, so I'm going to go through, trace all the important parts. The eyes, I think I'm just going to do like an outline. And I'll have to go back and fix and paint the eyes later. So we're, again, just doing real simple outlines here. And any part that you mess up on, you can always go back and fix it when you draw it on your paper, but you can't necessarily erase the Sharpie. And I don't know that I will print multiple of these off because I got to cut it off at some point. Okay, so we have my animal. I decided to trace the tree branch because it was an important part of this picture. So I'm going to flip it over and you're going to see a really basic outline. Maybe I should outline the other ear. If something looks kind of funny and you want to like add some more, that's totally fine. I can always, it looks like he's wearing earmuffs. All right, anyway. Okay, so I'm going to take a pencil and very carefully, I am going to go through and I'm going to shade around all of the lines or on top of all of the lines. Now, if you're using a mechanical pencil, usually it creates like a thinner line. It takes a little bit longer. It's fine if you are using a mechanical pencil, but just be aware that you need to make sure you really cover over the line and not just like a very, very skinny section, or the next step will not be easy for you. So again, you're going to go through, you're going to cover all of these lines. And I'm going to put the video on pause so I can finish all of these lines. Let's see.